Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Cosmic Divine Seeker. Hi everyone. So this is going to be a new moon reading that I'm doing for all of you. So I feel guided to the unicorns, right? So I wanted to take a look with these fun decks and see what's going on. So I've been guided to my little cute decks. I've been doing a couple different styles. It's also showcasing the different decks that I have because I'm going to eventually get through all of them. I have videos of them up, so if anybody wants to select a certain deck for a personal reading, you can kind of see what it looks like, right? Because I will be adding them all to my description box. So just something to think about if you like my style, right? Definitely subscribe to the channel and you get notifications on all uploads. So look at how beautiful it is. I'm really picking up on the light pink, green, blue. I'm feeling like these pastel energies a lot. So I read energy, right? So I go off of what I feel to guide me to the decks, and each deck is unique and has its own special cards within it. Look at this beautiful Ten of Pentacles coming out. So this is about legacy and abundance. You know, the Ten of Pentacles is more than just like infinite abundance and money. It's like, it's having everything, right? It's that true bliss, happiness. Like there's so much going on in this card. To there being dogs here representing loyalty, baby, teenage, and children here. It's just, it's like a whole family, right? It's really a gathering. I'm getting, this is distracting me. It's getting like a celebration. Very, very beautiful energy. I really feel you're moving towards this because there's the Six of Swords here, right? So there's movement away from something. All right, so this is a cute little baby deck that we're going to do the reading with. But I wanted to get some cards from the magic of the unicorns to kind of see the energies we're connecting with for this reading, right? So very strongly we're connecting with this new moon. Ooh, cosmic diamonds on the bottom. We're connecting with the new moon in Cancer. So it's all about, you know, family life, your connections, your structure, all of that. Right? Everybody's feeling this in Cancer season, whether you have Cancer placements or not, you know that. All right, sorry, so let's get some cards here. I was saying that, you know, this deck I often use when there's been spiritual ascensions, right? And raising your vibration. Right away we have Ascension Lift, which is interesting. Prepare for rapid spiritual growth and be ready for new opportunities. So that's coming out here. Refreshing oasis. Nurture yourself and gather your strength. I've been seeing this oasis a lot lately too. Wow, it's very interesting because it's about nurturing yourself, and it brought me back to a vision right away. Literally, like I was taking a bath, and I've got like a mixture of like bath soaps and things that I use. Okay, so anyway, like I was reaching in the bag and like I had pulled out this soap for this refreshing, and it was by like Oasis, like refreshing Oasis. What's interesting is that I like to listen to readings and stuff when I take baths and relax. And anyway, the reading that I was listening to had Oasis in the title, and then I was like, oh my gosh, and then I'm taking a bath with this Oasis soap, and you know, it was really nurturing myself, calming down, and now it's here again. So that's very significant for me. It's bringing me back to that reading. Probably need to watch it again. But you know, when things happen in threes, they're always confirmations for me. Whenever anything happens more than once, it's a coincidence, which means it's a synchronicity. It's a message that's telling you something. But maybe this is confirmation for you, or to tell you to look for those things, right? But nurturing yourself and to gather your strength, right? I really feel that situations that you're going through are calling you to be in your strength at this time, because a lot of things are trying to destabilize you, and there's a lot of things that go on during these new moons and full moons, a lot of like spiritual attacks, spiritual warfare, and things. So Pool of Christ light is coming out. I feel that I'm talking to somebody that holds this energy, this frequency of light, right? I feel that that's you. So of course the enemy's drawn to it, and they want to dim it. They want to take from your light, right? Create your vision. Do what makes your heart sing. You're being nudged forward. And there's a golden pathway. It's very beautiful. So you're being guided towards something. You really are. And they want you to be in your strength to go towards it. Caring community. Participate and belong. Enrich your life. I am getting that you're getting guided to come together with others. Because part of this ascension lift, when you raise your vibration and you elevate, you rise above. And you attract higher vibrational beings, right? Oh my gosh, I just realized there's a cat, a dove, and a fox. I've been seeing a lot of fox symbolism, right? And this is, you know, the fox is where you need to be sly, you need to be clever. I'm getting this as somebody that needs to be very cautious, kind of working with the energies around you. Like if you're surrounded by energies where people are trying to be malevolent towards you, you're kind of outsmarting them. You're learning how to play the game, right? You're not giving your power away. Maybe you're transmuting. Yeah, you're going with the flow here. It's like not wishing your enemies that negative energy. You're kind of like wishing them love, and that's where I feel that you're kind of like immobilizing them or making them feel a certain way, because it's like even though they may be doing these things, they're caught up in this vibration of love that surrounds you. Like I'm getting this energy like frozen. Like some of them are just like in shock that how are you still so loving and caring and kind for them if they know that they've done these things, right? But you're learning how to accept things as they are, accept what is happening, relax and trust. You know that you're being guided, right? And there's dolphins here and the unicorn, the rainbow. There's all sorts of magic that is underway here. Wow, look, cocoon of white light, rest in perfect love. You're understanding oneness. This is very radiant. Look at that beautiful butterfly there. It's like you're realizing that we are all one. We're all connected. And it's like you're starting to see that even though people may be in these lower vibrational energies and having these self-destructive things that they may do to you or to others, you're realizing that it's really in fact that they need loving, that they need love, right? That they're broken, they're hurt, it's like you're seeing them for what they're in need of. And it's like the reason why some people turn that way, unfortunately, is because they have been so hurt and haven't had anybody to show them love and compassion. And that's kind of where I feel like you are doing that. You're not going to let other people turn your heart dark, right? Open your heart, love yourself, dare to be vulnerable. So the unicorns are giving you healing at this time, my dear, because I feel that you're enduring a lot, right? They want to make sure that you stay elevated. They're showing me these beautiful, look, violet flame. Invoke the cosmic diamond violet flame and transmute all that is not love. So they're really wanting you to transmute all of those heavy, dark energies that you may be carrying. You're getting sent a lot of beautiful energy to help uplift you and stabilize you. And it might be why you haven't fallen apart yet. But you need to transmute this. And it's interesting, I was talking about relaxing, taking a bath, calming down. Like you need to create like your own oasis, right? Which whatever that may look like for you. If it's relaxing, taking a bath, just spending some time. Maybe you just go relax and you watch your favorite show, or you go pamper yourself in some way. Maybe get your nails or your hair done, or something like that. Or go for a walk, or whatever you can to relax yourself, nurture yourself, love for yourself, care for you. That's going to allow you to ascend, actually, to raise your vibration, to receive more energy, because we've got ascension flames here. Merge with light, ignite keys and codes. Things are going to be ignited within you when you elevate, right? We've got creative solutions. Think outside of the box, view things from a higher perspective. This is what's going to go on for you too, because when you get these downloads, when you get certain things unlocked for you, it's like you're given these keys to open up these doors. And it's like right now those doors could be like closed to you, but when you go through some sort of relaxing energy where this beautiful high vibrational energy can integrate with you, it's going to unlock these doors, these pathways. You're going to have solutions. You're going to see more things available to you, right? So that's why and I've been getting that for a little while, that you need to get into your divine feminine energy. That's why I know I'm feeling this beautiful like rose, the pink color energy. You should work with rose quartz. Okay, and work with it with those around you too. Like I put rose quartz on my daughter yesterday. I was thinking about putting in my son as well too. Like I'm getting, because people in your environment, you're constantly absorbing their energy, that's also affecting you. So maybe if you could get rose quartz out in your environment as well. But working with the color pink, you know, even watching this reading, you're getting that therapy, right? Just watching me and pink, working with pink, too. But it's going to be significant. There's other ways that you can embrace that, but there's something about receiving. You do that from that divine feminine energy, okay? And relaxation, loving yourself, and all of that. So there's something there. Enter the magic, live in the now, and seize the moment. So they want you to live in the now. That's going to help you let go of past things, any burdens that you've been holding on from the past. They don't want you to be too much in the future, because you cannot even bring in what's for you because you're unaware of it. It's like things are going to be coming about that you don't even know are options at this time. Because I was getting synergy, I just heard, and I got that in a reading. It's like there's synergy coming in. There's people that are going to be coming in to help you, but you don't even know that they're there. And they could come from ways you would have never expected. They could be offering you things. It's kind of like with creative solutions here. It's like maybe for some of you, you're wanting to start a new career or something in a field that you deserve, but that you desire. But you don't even know this option. It's kind of like getting a job that like you didn't even know that you can have. I'm getting very strongly animals. It's like, did you know that you can, like, there are jobs for like, where literally like you can pamper animals and things like that. Like if you're an animal lover, like, did you know that there's certain jobs where you can literally just go spend time with animals and get paid to do that? See what I mean? Like somebody probably would have never have thought like, God, I love animals. I would do this just every day just to do it. But it's like literally it can be a job for you. But it's like you might not even know that it's out there. Or maybe this is something that you're going to be creating, right? So there's this thinking outside of the box, right? And that squirrel is that fun like energy, that innocent, you know, the squirrel spirit animal, which I've been seeing a lot of. I was talking about that in other readings, that that you need to have fun, right? So that's what I'm getting, that having fun is going to unlock something. But there's also this energy about career and things like that there. And I was getting that out in the Spellcasters was the first card out. You know, this reading is all connected with the new moon energy. For a lot of you, you're going to be getting into like fun careers and passionate things that are going to unlock things for you. Right? So that's why they want you to be in the now moment. So that's how you're able to integrate these things, because it's like these things are coming about now and in this new moon energy. Now remember, this is a timeless reading, but I always like to talk about the energies I'm connected with. They're more impactful when you're catching them in real time, because then you know the energies I'm telling you that we're connecting with when these opportunities arise. So it's always, you know, but whenever you're watching it, you know, it's timeless. But definitely subscribe if you have not, right? So then you'll get the notifications when I drop the videos, if you do like to catch them in real time. Okay, so anyway, this is beautiful. So, all right, so I feel like I pulled enough of the magic of the unicorns. Now let's get into some tarot cards. And sometimes, you know, it can be more specific in the cards. Take whatever you feel is for you. If you feel that the oracle cards and my downloaded messages, channeled messages were for you, then they were. Sometimes the tarot doesn't always, you know, because it can go one storyline sometimes multiple. Like I'm seeing 3 of Swords here with 9 of Pentacles. So somebody is going through some sort of loss, some sort of heartbreak. If that's not you, don't make it fit, right? But it could be energy surrounding you too. You got to learn how to take the energies as you feel fitting, right? But that's why, you know, you got to take whatever you whatever you feel. You know, you trust, and the more you use your intuition, the more you feel it, right? And the more you interact with readers, watching them, liking the videos, commenting, not just me, but anybody, the more they feel your energy, the more you're going to come out with in the readings. That's why really when you find readers you like, you should stick with them, keep watching them, interacting, and not watch like multiple, you know, because you're going to find that, yeah, they're going to be picking up on your energy more. All right, so anyway. All right. Let's get into the energies here first. What's going on? See, Seven of Pentacles. There's something about divine timing. Yeah. See, Four of Swords. It's like there's a healing that needs to take place. I'm getting this Three of Swords now as kind of like residual I'm hearing. It's like it's been a long time coming. Somebody's been holding on to some grief or some pain or some heartache. And what I'm getting is some of it is self-imposed, actually. What I mean by that is it's like maybe you've had a certain vision or a certain dream for yourself, and it's kind of like things have not been coming about the way that you've wanted them to. And it's kind of breaking your heart because it's something like you truly desire, you truly want, but it's not materializing that way. But that's because you don't realize that you're creating your own blocks by a certain way you're expecting it or something that you're wanting it. It's like if you always think that sometimes if you get in this energy of planning too much, this is what I want, this is what I desire, it could be right in front of you and you don't realize that it is. Because you're so used to not having it that you can't even see it. It's in front of you. And sometimes these things come in ways that are very unexpected. And if you're blocked off to a certain way, you can't allow it to come in sometimes because you have it in your mindset, it can only reach me at this way. Like I like to use this for instance, like say you desire something to make you truly happy, would be like to have a car, right? Maybe, or a home or something you don't have. But if you have it in your mindset, like until I get a physical job, until I save up so much money and put in all of the work to like get this. And then it's like the more you try to do those things, if it's not working out, you're discouraging yourself and you're like, well, it's going to take longer. It's going to take longer. It's just not coming. I'm working so hard, but then all these other expenses are coming up and things like, it's not building. You see what I mean? And when all along you could have had the universe is trying to gift you something through somebody, but it's like these beautiful things are trying to flow towards you. Where somebody could literally, you meet somebody when you're out and about, or a friend of a friend has something open up for you to have available, or, or someone's like, hey, I got 2 cars, I never drive this one, I would love just to give them that. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's literally like, and I was hearing in a reading as a reminder that, like, angels work through people. I guess we have the earth angels here, but, angels at any time can embody any soul that they wish and deliver messages. That's why sometimes angels will get into somebody just to deliver a message to you. If you've ever had that, like, how did that person know exactly what was going on in my life, or how to say those things to me at that moment? 1818 on the clock, as they say that those are times that earth angels are talking to through people. So there's that. That's why have you ever been like guided somewhere by accident and you're like, why did I go here? Why am I here right now? But then you come and do a contact with somebody, and that person, you feel as though like they made your day, or they changed your life or somehow. Sometimes you can remember certain conversations where it really impacts you, where you think back and you're just like, wow, that person doesn't even know how much they touched my heart that day. Or they did something. Those are times that you were blessed by an angel, right? So there's that, right? So I'm getting this energy of like, you gotta stop planning so much. You need to be in the moment, in the present moment, right? For healing to take place. And I feel that this is healing that you need to do that. And it's feeling emotions, it's releasing, it's letting it go, but it's a new mindset too. And for some of you, it's like you just need to say like, all right, it's literally my time to relax, my time to have fun, have self-love. For me, I'm so worried about others. I've been forgetting about loving me, right? And when you start to do, it's like literally, If you've been neglecting yourself, or even if you haven't, just celebrate you. Do this for me. It's my birthday in 3 days, but go buy yourself a birthday present, all right? And treat yourself with something, because sometimes just by doing something like that, then the universe, then the spotlight's on you, right? You bought yourself a gift, so, and then you raise your vibration, you elevate, you feel that love, that excitement. The universe then brings that to you. Do you see what I mean? That energy. That's why when you're celebrating something for somebody, like, you get blessed too. That's why it's like when you have envy for people, you distance yourself from something. See, because of the polarity of it and just the way that things work. It's like if somebody gets something and you're jealous of it, it's your way of telling the universe that you're not worthy or deserve that and you don't get it. But if you're generally happy for somebody, you're like, oh my gosh, look at how sweet and epic that is. Then all of a sudden you get blessed with something, right? If you not noticed that, it might not be the exact same thing, but it's next in line or something. Whatever source decides, a lot of times it is those things. It all depends on how connected you are, how much resistance you have. There's lots of factors. You let the universe co-create. It's so beautiful. So like I said, don't have that resistance, right? We're all interconnected, and that's what I mean. So it's beautiful, right? All right. So let's get some more cards. Let's see what's going on. 5 of Swords in reverse. Wow. Okay. I feel like I need to look that up, because sometimes they're like polar opposite. Sometimes they're literally like more stronger. But I really feel you've been going through a battle, but I feel it's been internal. A lot of it, for a lot of you, literally could be outside influences. But I feel for some of you, it's like you've been self-sabotaging yourself. Right, so let's see. I like to check on the reversals because I don't want to get them wrong. A period of conflict. You're ready to move forward in your life and create positive change. Okay, that's why I say, I feel it's like you're ready for a change. You're ready to pull yourself out of this. See, it says that all you want is for a particular period to be over so that you can forget and forgive. Okay, so what I'm getting with this is like you need to remember you went through this for something. You always need to take what you've gone through and learn from it. You start to learn that when you accept that things happen for you and not to you, that's when you level up a lot quicker. Like I said, so if you're in a situation where like you've lost a home or a car and you don't look at the situation like, gosh, look at how long I was without a car. You look at those things like that's something that I'm doing, right? It's like literally like I know that I needed major change in my life. I went to Source Divine. I commanded for a change. And when you have to ask the universe, it's going to be big. And it was literally I lost my home, my car, like so much happened, right? But instead of being like bitter about it, right? And I didn't look at how much money I lost and all of the things. I learned to like a situation from a different. I've now looked at, how it's opened me up. Like even though I had my car and I was shopping a lot, I was very closed off. I stayed in a lot. I isolated a lot. It really has gotten me out. Now I get out and about like every day. I've met so many people, adventures. I've been able to move and travel around more than when I had my car, really, because of this adventure. Like it's really, and I know that me being a light worker and all of that and the energy that I know that Source, it brings me to certain places, my healing energy and everything, is needed, right? And but that's what I mean. Like I've been starting to look at these things as like a blessing, these different situations, right? These different things, when you just whatever it may be, it's just like an out walking about and getting things like Source has blessed me where I'm always able to be around resources, things that I need. But I've seen so much beautiful things in nature and spirit animals and guides and people. And that's what I mean. Like I've been learning to embrace those things and embracing the journey. Like I know that I'm going to be set up soon and have everything, and then it's going to be the same thing. It's like, I'm going to look back at this and it's like, am I going to remember that adventure? Am I going to remember all of those things? Am I going to, you know what I mean? And like, you know, it's going to remind me, like, when I do have all these things, like, even though I drove everywhere before, and, you know, it's like, I'm really, especially being in Florida in the summer heat, like, I'm so looking forward to having AC, you know, but it's still one of those things, like, I'm still going to want to walk around when I can and go, it's like, I'm not always going to want to take the car everywhere to get to where I need, you know what I mean? It really does change things. And when you learn to embrace those, you know, you really have to embrace why things happen. You know, you don't always know why, or you got to learn to embrace the things. So I hope that I'm getting out what I'm trying to. That's going to allow you to go through the healing part, whatever. So that's what I mean. Like, for some of you, I'm sorry, my foot fell asleep. For some of you, it's like the mindset that you have to change, right? Whatever, the Five of Swords. For others of you, like, maybe you have people in your physical environment that are doing all of this, and that's letting you know it's coming to a close. And there's confirmation of that. Ace of Swords coming out. I'm like going all out of order with these cards too. Page of Pentacles was just interesting as I put down here. It's right next to the Lovers. Look at those, beautiful. And I pulled the Sun and put the Sun right next to the Page of Pentacles. They did that for a reason, because this is, well, up here is what you don't see coming. So they had me put this in here. This is really what's already came in. And normally I go next to my, I go hidden and advice from Spirit. So the Ace of Swords is put in my advice from Spirit. That's letting you know you need to see, you need to, I put it in hidden. You're going to be getting this realization internally, because I feel it's something hidden, or it's something that you're going to see in your outer world that you didn't know was blocked because of your mindset or your perception of it. Because Page of Pentacles is coming up in my recent past. So there's already something in your recent past that is this new opportunity, this new beginning, this new foundation. This requires you to gather knowledge, right? Or something here. So it's in the recent past, but then they were showing me the Sun and the Lovers and Justice. It's like justice is already here for you. You're being blessed with the new love opportunity. Like, literally, like, this could be in your space already and you don't see it, or it's already came in, or it's kind of like, for some of you, like, you could be fighting with, like, or in such conflict or something. You're not seeing something. It's kind of like Lovers, like the situations, right? It's like you're always where you're supposed to be. You're where you're at with your energetic frequency. And you don't realize that even though when you have these relationships with soulmates, and even if they're a karmic or a narcissist or whatever, like, you called it in. You were at an energetic frequency match for that. So it was to teach you something. So, and it's like, and even though people may be narcissistic and all of that, it's just traits that they developed. It's healing that they needed. They still were brought to you, and you're still in a connection. And they're still showing you love, are they not? Are you appreciative of the love? They wouldn't be all the time not showing you any love or whatever, be 100%, you know what I mean, like evil, wicked, or whatever. You wouldn't be with them, right? But are you looking at, like, all of the flaws and all of the bad things, or are you not embracing the good things? Do you see what I mean? Like, you can't, if you're around somebody broken, like, you're so mad and angry and bitter and you want something else, but you can't appreciate that you were blessed to be in a connection, to learn something. I'm not pissing people off trying to explain this. I'm trying to get you to understand that. Like, if you want something better, like, you need to know that you're worthy and you're deserving of it, but at the same time, you need to be thankful that you had the opportunity with that to learn, because there's some people that are all by themselves and have no connections whatsoever and are so closed off and aren't even able to learn. You know, I don't know how to explain this in the way I'm trying to accept that. That's why you need to just be grateful and thankful for things, because sometimes it's just a perception. It's like maybe the person is treating you the way that they are. It's because they're so broken and hurt and you were meant to help heal them. But instead you're so angry and bitter at them for the way that they treat you because they don't know how to show you love. They're only showing you love by how they know love. Because I know that's how I was. I grew up in an abusive home with narcissists, and that's the only way I knew how to show love. So my first early relationships with my boyfriends and stuff, like, I know I was a narcissist because I thought that was love. I had never seen a healthy relationship before, that I didn't know how to be one, how to show one. I didn't know that I was in the wrong. And, you know, they probably got very angry and bitter with me, and to this day they probably still are, and they could be blocking their own love that they truly desire and true relationships and soulmates because they have anger and resentment towards me. You see what I mean? That's why you have to heal those wounds, and that's why, even though, yes, the way I treated them was wrong, yes, but because they have anger and resentment, they're now holding back their own love because you're not supposed to do that. They're supposed to have compassion and love, knowing that I was broken. I didn't know how to love them right. And that's why we got pulled apart. And that's why they have a chance at new relationships. And because when you can only be in a relationship that's not stabilized for so long before you break apart. And when you've learned your lesson and you elevate up, you call in new soulmates and more of a higher vibration. You always have these people that are going to come into an alignment with you energetically. So that's why it's really important that sometimes maybe the person is just so wounded. And I find that the ones that are more wicked, right, are more wounded. And you got to look at it from that sort of perspective. Once you do that, it's because they need healing. And when you just send them love and light, even if you have to do it distantly or just in your mindset, like, source, please heal them, but I gotta go. You know, and distance yourself or pull back, but just don't, whatever you have to do, but just don't hold on to anger and resentment, right? And don't look at that situation as a punishment. You need to look at it as it was showing you something. A lot of times too, you project. A lot of times you're in a relationship, you're projecting, which means you're only seeing what you feel because your world is a reflection. It's just like looking in the mirror. You know, like those people that have the disorders where they tell themselves, like, I'm not beautiful, I'm ugly, I'm fat. They're going to look in the mirror and all they're going to see is that they're ugly and that they're fat. Even they could be the skinniest person, but their mind's not going to allow them to see otherwise, right? So it's those things like a lot of times you only see the evil in what they do. You can't even see the love that they're showing because you're only seeing your mindset. Oh, they're evil, they're wicked, they're demonic, they're whatever. They're a narcissist. I hate that word narcissist. I really do. It should really be like, it should be wounded something, a wounded soul. Because if you instead of labeling it narcissist, because a lot of times they act that way, be out of hurt. So, you know, if it was like, so if you look at it like I was with a wounded soul and not a narcissist, it could change the way you think about it, right? And then a lot of times the devil gets in there. A lot of times it's not even them. And then it's like they start to be robotic. They start to act as though they're being controlled. That's often when you know there's some sort of demonic possession too. When the person's very repetitive, it's like they're being controlled, right? It's like they're an enemy. It's like they're being controlled by the enemy, like a soldier. You know, that's where, and sometimes it's like the mind devil can have such control, especially drugs and alcohol. Don't even get me started on the foods and sugar and all that stuff that messes with your mind. It controls you. So a lot of times it's not even that person's true soul. Until they do the healing and get that life back bring their life back. It's not even them. So just look at them more as like a lost soul, a wounded soul to the enemy. So that could help you try to heal from this, right? Because and that's why a lot of times they're battle and conflict too, because they know that you're pulling back your energy. They don't want you to leave. All they know how is to be in this dark energy. So it's like their only way of knowing how to show love. It's like me, like I used to create chaos if things were fine, because if things were fine and quiet, I didn't know how to act. I was like, oh gosh, they're going to leave, they're going to do something, or they're going to betray me, or whatever. So I'd have to go stir up some stuff because it was, and I didn't even know that I was doing it at the time. a lot of times is my insecurities. I was like, well, I need to come at them with this, because if they react and they blow up at me, then things are okay. Like, literally, that's how messed up my mind was. I would literally go do that stuff, and then in my mind I'd be like, okay, we're fine. He got mad, he got upset, we're fine. And people would be like, I didn't even know I was doing it. Took a lot of healing, right? So there's that. So you could literally be sabotaging. For some of you, you could be sabotaging true love, because you could be with somebody where you're just supposed to heal each other, but you're so broken you're not even seeing it. And sometimes people do that. And whether this is you, or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe the energy that's connecting with you is self-sabotaging out of fear, because they love you so much they don't want to lose you, but they're sabotaging it because at the same time they don't want to be vulnerable. Sometimes people, they just love each other so much they don't know how to treat each other. And that's a lot of the twin flames too, because then you go back and forth with mirroring each other. Don't even get me started on that. And the ego. And if you have anywhere in your chart where you're stubborn and one twin's like, I'm not talking to you, and the other's like, well, I ain't talking to you, you guys can go apart and not talk to each other for a long damn time, until somebody's got to swallow their pride. And then once they do, then the other does. And it's a constant, oh my God. That's what I mean. People think these twins are like, oh, these beautiful, like, majestic, like, there's a reason why the 144, God's chosen, are the twin flames, because it takes that unconditional Christ consciousness love to be able to forgive your twin, to be able to let your friend stab you in the back. I heard a beautiful reader say it's like this person's like stabbing you in the back, you turn around and they're stabbing you right in front of you. Like, that is literally what can happen with these twins. But, oh, they want to sugarcoat it. All the new age. They got a lot to learn. That's why us old souls are here, bringing out the real, the real deep, heavy stuff, right? Yeah, I'm a very old soul. Anyways. Love and light to all of you. This reading went way longer than I wanted it to be. I didn't know how powerful stuff was going to come out with the unicorn reading. This little tiny cute little unicorn deck. Now the unicorns that's a very powerful realm. They work very high. They help anchor in this Christ consciousness line. Just so you know, the unicorns are very powerful, so I should have known. But I want to get a real epic unicorn deck, like really vivid and if any of you know of a deck, let me know in the comments, right? Because I really want a really epic, like kind of like with dark and light mix. Like like one of my favorites is the Tarot de la Nuit. It's a Los Cabero deck where he really uses the dark side. And I use it for every new moon and full moon reading, so I'm pulling that one out. But I would love it if one was intertwined with and I'm sure there is, unicorns and stuff. So if any of you know of any epic decks like that, let me know down below. Alright guys, love and light to all of you. Bye. So definitely subscribe if you have not, so you can check out more of my readings. Alright, bye guys.